What's up, YouTube? All right, so I'm gonna, make this video because I want to talk about what happened. And and it's obvious that the Democrats still haven't learned their lesson. They're basically still playing identity politics, thinking, well, we must have not been identity politics enough. And it's like, you guys still ain't learned your lesson, have you? The thing is, like, when you threaten our intelligence, especially black men in America, and then you make everybody say, oh, we're against black men in America. No, that's not just because you hate Trump because of some tweets that he made a few years ago or whatever he got going on. That doesn't give you the right to be name calling people, talking shit, and then you can't even debate your policy. Your policy actually does more damage than good. Like, you can't even, your weak candidate that you sent, Democrats, okay? They could not even argue economic policy. Do you understand? So you made that choice by saying, yeah, let's just throw Kamala Harris in there, see if she could do it. See, the problem is you keep sending weak candidates. You kept sending weak candidates. Even Biden's a weak candidate. But guess what? Your gaslighting, it worked last time. It didn't work this time. It didn't work. And we tried to tell y'all. We were trying to tell y'all, look, man, these guys are just helping these bankers run from margin calls the whole time. They're running. They're using your money. Everything is going up because these guys are taking money from the Fed, propping the markets, making money from these propped up markets. You feel me? Just to keep running from the apes. Now, this is what's going to happen when Trump gets in office, when Trump is inaugurated, if it happens, because I'm thinking they're going to do some shady shit. We're at phase 1 right now, but phase 2 is actually getting him inaugurated. Now, what happens next is if he gets inaugurated, okay, he's going to pressure the Federal Reserve, and then these banks that lack liquidity, they're going to fail. So just remember that these banks are going to fail. And if your money's in these banks, goodbye, bye-bye, goodbye, bye-bye, okay? It's out of here. I don't know why you took the risk. We told y'all for 3 years. Look at Bank of America right now. It's not looking good for them. It's not looking good for them. I'm not here to tell you what to do with your money, but I'm just saying, read the signs. Don't be blind. Please don't be blind. And if you can't use the credit union, just do your best to try. You know what I'm saying? Like, even if you have to wait on a job or something like that, just make it happen. See what happens, and go from there. But I do want to say this. The biggest problem that Democrats are having is race baiting, racial pandering, trying to be relatable instead of being real. Instead of being real, you lost independents. You lost Democrats that actually was rooting for y'all until they did their research on the policies that was presented to them. And they looked around and they said, you know what? I'm going through inflation. Everything is going up. I have no real money. And if I get money, I have to spend real money on small things. Like, I'm spending too much money on things that's small. They don't want to feel that. And then you're taking all the money in the stock market. And then you're sending all the money over here. And you're sending all the money over there. Everybody's getting money except the American citizen. Do you understand how that feels? Do you understand? Do you not understand that we all, throughout all the whataboutisms, all of the racist talk that y'all talk about, all of the, oh, he's this, he's that, he's a con artist, he's this, you still sent a weak candidate. You sent the weakest candidate that got owned by Tulsi Gabbard. And everybody was like, nah, I ain't dealing with that. Nah. I don't care what monies you offer. I don't care what you say. Every time y'all do this, y'all offer all this shit, and then y'all be like, oh, well, I'm just gonna have to figure it out. Well, we ain't got no money. Y'all gonna have to wait. Y'all got to wait. That's what y'all do to us every time, every 4 years. Every time y'all in office. And people are getting tired of that. Now, I'm not saying, Republicans are a guaranteed way to, ensure something. But right now, they need to take a lesson or two from Trump. Pressure the Federal Reserve, you will win the economy every time. We now see. Keep that money slow. If you need to print money, fine. Don't print too much money. Don't help hedge funds. Why don't you go and lock up some short sellers? Why don't you go and lock up some hedge funds? Why don't you go and lock up some market makers? That's what we're saying. That's what the American people are saying. Why are you locking up random people, that do the same, damn, like what, stealing $10 on a Target? Okay, I get it. But these motherfuckers are stealing like $40 billion in equity and only getting $1 million fines. Democrats, you lost to everybody. You didn't lose just black people. You lost everybody. I want you to remember that as you're watching this video. So, before you point fingers and you got all of our sisters hating us right now. You want to talk about this party's racist? What about what you just did? You just sent Barack Obama to chastise specifically the brothers. And now all of our sisters is still making posts talking shit about us. And all we were doing is just saving America. That's what y'all doing right now. So you need to take accountability and a hard look in the mirror before you point and start calling people racists, Marxists, dictator. Let me tell you something. Kamala Harris would not be able to do even none of her economic policies unless she became a dictator. Because she can't afford nothing with the Federal Reserve spending the way they're spending. She couldn't afford none of that. So how are you going to win this debate? You can't. You literally have no choice knowing all the information. And when you know all the information, you literally have to go towards the other side. Because the other side has a plan, sounds more reasonable, sound like they learned from their mistakes of the past, and now they look like leaders. And then the fucked up part is, you guys made them leaders because you guys, Democrats, liberals out there, you made them sound like leaders because all y'all did was sound like some whiny fucking brats. Oh, but what about this? And what about that? Oh, but what about this? And what about that's no. What about a solution that can make sense to the average Joe? The average Joe, they not dumb. Okay? But if you show someone a chart long enough and you let them see how it connects to economics and how it affects from the top down and they listen, no one else is listening to them, but they've been listening. And they've been doing their own homework. They're going to be able to say, you know what? I can make a decision based on this. Oh, I can tell that, this party is not going to win. I can tell this party is going to win. So I'm just going to go with a party where I feel like I need for them to win. That's what happened. That's what's happening. You've left everybody no fucking choice but to go red. Everybody. I want you to understand that. All y'all sisters out there that's been brainwashed by these individuals, I want y'all to know that. Seriously. Share this video if you got to. Share this to all my sisters out there. To everybody else, listen, you should already know. But it seemed like our sisters been brainwashed by influence and pantsuits and abortion, stuff that Democrats couldn't even do when they got in office. If that's the case, do it right now. Why don't you do it right now? Why don't you make it for right now? Why won't you just talk to Joe Biden? You see, that's the point that everybody was making is you literally are the swamp and you have to go. You are the swamp, basically trying to defend Wall Street. See, and Kevin O'Leary got it right. Because guess what happened? Kamala took her bag and she slid out of here. She ain't got to say nothing to y'all. She want her money. She's only there to get money. I've been told y'all this like months ago. I told y'all, I said, she coming to just get her money and go. Now you're witnessing it. Now you're seeing it before your own eyes. So, ladies and gentlemen, just be aware that we have a new president in town. Not yet. Got to inaugurate him first. But you're going to hear the crybaby tears. You're going to hear the, oh, I don't know how we lost and da 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 da. You know how you lost. Y'all bringing migrants all the way from down in the islands all the way up to Ohio, and they have the same complaints as for Floridians when it comes to things. You're not getting it, are you? You're not putting it together? Well, like I said, find out the hard way. Because living in denial is only going to hold you down. Just letting you know. So that's my message to any black folk that want to bash other black people. You want to bash specifically black people, black men, for going this way, going for Trump. You're like, oh yeah, you just want a master. Meanwhile, like, what are you getting? You're getting an octopus. You're getting a chameleon. You're getting a ninja. You like, this person comes in, you don't know who they are. They come in the dark, throw a samurai, like they throwing shit at you. But anyways, I forget what it's called. Ninja Star. That's what it is. But I'm good, people. Like I'm happy. I'm glad this is over with. Now we can talk more about MOAS and how we prepare for these banks to fail, because they will fail under Trump, and they need to fail. This is why you need to get into a credit union. Protect your monies. Protect your monies for the incoming crash. So if you haven't done so, just do it now. Now is a guarantee. Trump is in office. Get that credit union. Protect your money. And with that being said, peace. Shout out to every race, every gender. I love all of you. In this party, we are the party of peace. We are the party of wealth. And we are the party of the American citizen. Never forget it. And I know some of you want to be like, the party of religion, but see, I ain't religious, my bad. But I still could mess with y'all because y'all got mostly some of my belief systems of conservatism, so I appreciate that. I just ain't a religious person, you know what I mean? So that's just a little 1-2-1-2. But I thank all of you. And I'm here to support all of you anyways. So it is what it is. I love you. Peace.